Ahem! Hello! Hello, hello. Okay, 1 second, folks. Just getting the last stuff set up. Deficit go burn. I'm gonna be doing Prussia again. I want to try and do a solo run without help. See if I can form Germany without any assistance. Okay, hold on. Just setting up the iPad. Moving my... you know, one thing that sucks about the new place is we have so little space compared to before, so I'm, like, having to rearrange stuff all the darn time just to make space for streams. Okay. Let me just... Alright! Medicine! I need to take medicine! Would it be an Ancilla stream if I didn't almost forget to take my medicine? Let me just... Nom nom. And... I mean, that is one title that you could use. Give me a second here. I don't know if you can hear the pill bottle. Yeah. Okay. Very few things in life beat tea. Very few things. Crazy Canada game? You know, I had... Okay, so, chat, I'm gonna start off, as I'm getting things going here, I'm gonna start off by telling you about some crazy shit that happened in last night's game. Because we did a Vicky game night last night. We did a Vicky game night last night. 22 million population, 168 million GDP. Hell yeah. So basically, last night I accidentally formed Super Germany. And for those of you that don't play Vicky, basically Super Germany is like a mix of basically every single German state, including Austria, combined into just one giant German country, right? That's Super Germany. You see, normally when you form Germany as Prussia, you get the North German Confederation, and then, you know, you get Germany, and then Austria does the Austro-Hungarian Empire, blah, blah, blah. Well, for some reason, after beating them senseless during the Brothers' War, the Austrians, after forming Austria-Hungary, decided that, yes, for some reason, they were gonna, join Germany. So I formed Super Germany completely by mistake, by accident. Unfortunately, this, kind of screwed me over it didn't. Because I was stuck in a perpetual standard of living crisis, and a bureaucracy crisis, and a deficit spending crisis, and a construction crisis, and an infrastructure crisis. But somehow, I got the #1 GDP. By the end of the game, I had one of the highest standards of living, even though I still had a ton of peasants. And for that matter... I also, out of pettiness, beat the British and the Americans in World War I in 1900. I invaded and took London. And New York. Don't ask me how I did it, but I did it. Okay. Now then, we are going to be doing Prussia again. Let's do this. Alright. First things first, we are going to get nationalism going. So I can, you know, get the German identity sitch sorted. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build, Actually, you know what I'm gonna do right off the cuff? Right off the cuff? I'm gonna automate the railways. I'm just gonna automate the railways. Okay. Rail. Potential development building. What do you mean potential development buildings? I have railways. I don't have railways? Why do I have railways? Huh? Thought I started with railways. I don't know. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Medium tag, you were technically still the lead unification tag performer in Germany. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, we are gonna do, one in... Let's see here. Which led Austria to join after the Brothers' War. That would make sense! Okay, so we're gonna do... We're gonna start off by making 4 constructions, which is gonna be terrible for a lot of things, but we'll make it work. Next thing I'm gonna do, right, is, we're gonna sort this by earnings. Get that wood going. Livestock, we're gonna get that going. Resources, iron mines. We're gonna get all that going. And, then I'm gonna do paper. And then I'm gonna do, okay. I'm just gonna sort by infrastructure, actually. I'm gonna do a railway in each state. And then... No, we're gonna hold off for now on stuff. I can support more declared interest, so I am going to declare an interest in the Nile and the Congo. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sort out the military. Thank you, Spartan, for teaching me. War stuff. So what do we got here? I'm gonna transfer you... I'm gonna transfer you to the second army. Gonna get him, just because stuff. So then, the Elbe Armee, that's currently traveling to Poland. I'm gonna mix the name. I'm actually gonna have this be, like, my second defending army. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's do it. And of course, man of wars are gonna be a problem. Canada tags are fun tags to choose. I had a good one going, but the game glitched my army when I tried a naval invasion during a war and it permanently stuck off the coast of Tunis. Oh, that sucks. That actually sucks. I am so sorry. Okay, so then the next thing I'm gonna do is I want to do road maintenance there. I'm gonna encourage manufacturing in Brandenburg, and I'm going to encourage agriculture in Posen just early on. And that reminds me, agriculture... you know what, we're gonna... in Posen, buildings... agriculture. Yeah, because we have a ton of, like, stuff for... So we're gonna just do that. And that. Higher learning. Oh, right! I need to change my buildings. We're gonna do a standardized filing system. We're gonna go to the philosophy department. We're gonna go to secular academia. And then we're gonna go to secular administration. Available decisions. I could survey the Suez, but I'm not gonna do that just yet. Not yet. That's gonna be a ways away. I love bureaucracy. Yeah, iron's gonna be hella expensive for a little bit, but that's fine. It's gonna be about 4 years of construction. I'm gonna build a few things, and then I'm gonna add more construction sectors. What have ya. Right, I should also upgrade my military folks. Okay, so what should be my defending army? You know what? I'm actually going to... What do you want? Transferring allows pressure to build and... You know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. I will take that. Next thing I'm gonna do... I'm actually gonna I'm gonna make this my defensive army. Yeah, I'm gonna make this my defensive army. That's gonna be the defensive army. I'll add some artillery to that later, but this is gonna be my offensive army. And this is gonna be another defensive army. I'll also start building universities later. What is expensive? Actually, hold on the market. Let's see what I've got. Oh, hello, whoever's joined. Just an FYI, I am live and you can be heard on the stream.
I should know. I'm the one moderating it.
Hi, Spartan. Okay. I'm not. Get. So I accidentally pulled my phone.
Tea everywhere.
No, I did not spill tea everywhere, but I did accidentally knock my phone off its stand. Okay.
You know what I'm gonna do at some point? So you can stop worrying about your model, like, killing your phone. I'm gonna buy you one of those, like...
You are not gonna buy me anything, sir.
I'm gonna buy you one of those 7-inch screens off Amazon.
Oh, God.
And we're gonna get you a connector port to it. We'll just run it off your computer. And we'll just use the webcam.
Hi, Ghost! Hi, Lara!
And the screen, and the 7-inch screen control model.
An unacceptable government, we're just gonna... Yeah.
Who would have thought it? Kicking the military out of the government fixes things.
Ah, I love deficit spending. We love deficit spending here. Yep, totally.
Yeah. You don't want to talk about deficit spending. You don't want to talk about deficit spending. I was perpetually, what, 40 years straight?
I was deficit spending and raising the debt ceiling in last night's game until the end of the game. Like, even after you had gone to bed. Just to keep it 100.
Yeah, no, I figured you would, but I don't think you... So, the Canada game I just mentioned, it was with a buddy of mine. He was playing the United States. He helped me get the economy rolling.
Right.
So, the thing is, we both ended up just having to deficit spend like crazy. His wasn't as bad because he's the US, he's got more resources, he's got more population. I'm not so good as Canada. So the issue was, I was perpetually 8 to 10 million pounds off of defaulting for 40 years.
Oh boy.
And it eventually got to a point that even when I turned off construction, because I'm giving the British 193k in subject payments, and because I'm in the British market and therefore don't have controls over my own import and export tariffs or subversions, that I was losing so much money because of the British that even on gradual taxation, like the best tax law you can get to tax your upper class,
right,
and universal suffrage with women in the workforce, all of it, I still was negative 40k. So I literally just kept having to deficit spend because the only way to keep myself from literally defaulting was to spend money to raise the debt ceiling so that eventually my buddy could pay his debt off as of the United States enough, and he did, so that he could take my 110 million debt onto himself and still have so I could then start pushing it now with my construction, which is up to 976. Um, um, 976 construction. I'm still 32k in the green, and I went and just said, okay, it's time to nationalize a ton of stuff that the French built in me. And now I've fixed the economy where I can still spend in my full because I'm not paying over almost 200k in interest on my debt,
Right.
and I was able to, and because of that, I have 200k of money to work with. That even with my construction prices, I now am still making 40. I was still positive, going a little to build my full construction, which means I can now just increase my GDP without upping the debt and pay the debt off slowly and eventually go positive in gold reserves. I have not been positive in gold reserves since 1838. It is 1900. It is 62 years of deficit spending.
Ah, America. Well, Canada in this case, but, you know.
Yes, Wiki, you would be correct. The more you buy, the more you save. I was literally having... And I'm gonna hit... And you know what's funny? If we're talking price per capita, even with computer parts, the more you buy, the more you save. Wine. Yeah, no, I'm close to independence. We hadn't declared it because this is the issue. The U.S. hadn't built a navy yet. I hadn't built a navy yet. We're both deficit spending so much we can't pause the deficit spending to stop raising our debt ceiling to build a navy until we could finally get the economy under control by finally being able to produce end goal goods. Because our issues was we were producing a ton of starter goods.
I like how Spartan just came in and hijacked my stream.
I do this every time, don't I? So now that we fixed the deficit spending issues, we both built big navies, and the plan is to actually, fight the British. I've also been able to ensure we have ample meat shields, allies, from the French, the Russians, the Spanish, and the Austrians have all agreed to support Canadian independence for the low price of 10k pounds a week for all of them for 5 years. That's nothing. The subject payments alone, getting rid of that, will pay for my... will pay for that. And getting rid of the subversions that the British had. The British had a subversion on wine. I was losing 20k on it.
Oh.
They put a subversion on coal, wood, iron, and wine. And sulfur. I literally could not get enough into my system to offset the subversion losses. Trust me, it was a wacky unification of Canada. I united with the Hudson Bay Company in British Columbia before I got Quebec.
Okay. Let's see here. About to have a dedicated police force. It might also nuke my... Oh, wait, who can I invite to the Powerball? I can invite the Netherlands. Get in here, buddy!
Have them annex Belgium. Bada boom, bada boom.
There we go.
You know what's... Okay, Anne, before you continue, quickly pause the game. Go look at Canada's laws on the domestics.
Give me a second. Let me just quickly do a mandate. I want this.
The transportation one is always very good.
That's the one I was trying to get. All right, Canada. Where do I find its laws?
Look at it. So go to Upper Canada. Yeah, go to Upper Canada, not Lower Canada. Lower Canada is Quebec.
Upper Canada,
Ontario.
Okay.
Yeah. If you go to Domestic.
Domestic.
And then if you scroll down on Domestic,
okay,
you'll see the laws.
Ah, there we go. Okay, let's see here. Presidential Republic, wealth voting, segregation, freedom of conscience, appointed bureaucrats, peasant levies, Okay. National Guard, no health system, religious schools, dedicated police force, no colonial affairs, homesteading, per capita taxation, mercantilism, interventionism, right of assembly, no workers' rights, child labor allowed, property to women, no social security, no migration controls, and slavery banned.
These are some of the most wacky laws I have ever encountered in Vicky. I've got peasant levies and religious schools, but we've got slavery banned. I have interventionalism, and I'm a mercantile country. What? To be fair, it's very easy to make Canada socialist in the game. Ooh, super scary. My Socialist Party has ruled the country for the last 40 years, which is the reason I've been able to deficit spend for 40 years. Because I've been able to get the population to love it, and it's been very good for me. They want me to pass free trade, and I don't know if I should pass free trade. Oh, my God.
They noted we need more iron.
Yeah, the reason for the RNG is that Quebec has a lot more, like, it has iron, it has coal, it has stuff that Ontario doesn't, and more population. So it can increase its GDP, and you need to have a larger GDP than it to combine with it. So it's just easier to go merge with the Hudson Bay Company, because you can get a bigger GDP than the Hudson Bay, bigger GDP than British Columbia, and then after getting those, then you have a bigger GDP than Quebec. You can eat Quebec, and then New Brunswick and Halifax. I don't know why they did it where it was GDP, because that's not at all why we merged RL, but, you know, paradox.
Okay. And now it's the waiting game. I mean, what laws can I pass right now? What laws can I pass? Not that. What happens if I do secret police? Radicalize. We're not gonna do that just yet. I do want to pass the defamatory article. I'm gonna suppress it because that'll lower standard of living for some pops. We don't want this. We do not want that. What's going on? Yep. Ah! Why is that? What's going on in Prussian Brunswick? It's probably just because of my resource deficit. My resource shortage right now. It's only for 5 years, then it'll get jobs, that's fine. I want to be on decent enough terms with the British for now. For now! Until I go invade London again. Alright, we need to give you trade rights. I'm gonna just build more cooling factories. What am I exporting? I'm exporting liquor, coffee, iron. I'm actually gonna stop putting... I'm gonna turn my tariff off on a... I want the migration attraction, and I want, like... I don't want too many radicals going on right now. Internal trade, let's get that going. And then I'll do, like, the construction mandate. You know what? Let's just finish that. Finish that paper mill. And iron is expensive again. Russian Arnold. Iron, 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 iron. It's always iron! It's always frickin' iron! Honestly, after modern sewage, I'm gonna start researching the water boiler. That's what I'm gonna do. You know, I'm actually gonna also start tariffing the export of iron again, just so people stop buying it for now. Even though I'm the #1 producer. As for imports, what am I importing? What am I not importing? Coffee, I'm gonna stop tariffing the import of that. I'm gonna stop tariffing the import of groceries. I'm going to stop tariffing the import of... I'm gonna stop tariffing the import of furniture, fruit, tobacco, fish, luxury clothes, and meat, and also fabric. Okay. So then the next one principle I'm gonna do. Food standardization, colonial offices, militarized industry. Build too much at one time. Yeah, a lot of Vicky's construction is just about planning ahead, but also being flexible. I'm gonna do construction. What's his ideology? He is a damn, but he's an evangelical church. It's meticulous operator. Sure. Yeah. Check the lobbyists. 3-year plan. Okay. Now I'm gonna stop tariffing iron exports. Just that way people will buy it again. That's the best proposal. I guess I don't need to do the, this ding donkey just yet. I can hold off. And I stand corrected. Nope. Water 2 boiler. Start researching. I don't like how it takes away the queue. I wish you could just, like, reorganize the queue, but it doesn't let you do that, and it's really annoying, to be honest with you.
I mean, that's just Paradox. More clicks, more buttons, more UI elements, more...
Ooh. Okay. Well, that's gonna...
That's funny.
happen on its own.
When brought up wine, Ontario wine isn't actually that bad.
Anti-American associate. What did the United States do?
Dude, every time. Every time.
Like, everyone's just anti-French, anti-Austrian, anti-American. Oh, we only got... We're only okay with the British, apparently.
I started off the game. I got anti-Hudson Bay Company. And when I say anti-Hudson Bay Company, I don't mean like one guy joined it, like one group joined the Hudson Bay Company. No. I mean, every single interest group I had joined the anti-Hudson Bay company a league or / association, and everybody wanted me to kill Hudson Bay Company, and I looked at them and I went, what? And then just annexed the Hudson Bay Company. I bought Rupert's land. We formed Canada late, but we bought Rupert's land early.
Okay.
I have been tuned.
I'm gonna nom on my food.
Oh, this is not good.
Hmm.
Well, it's not good. Well, it's good, and it's not good at the same time. It's computer things, don't worry.
Alright.
Not stream topic.
So how's chat doing? That's good. Vibing mostly, okay. Wait, I can build gold? Where can I build gold? Don't mind if I do.
We've been playing too much Vicky.
There is
appearing on
no
my
such thing as too much Vicky.
It's appearing in my YouTube recommendations now. I literally have a video called "I created the most racist country in Victoria 3."
Uh, uh, uh what?
Yeah, and on the thing, it's what looks to be a German with ethno-state and closed borders.
Oh. 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 The Rhineland too?
But what about Rhineland 1?
Let's see here. We're gonna boost construction. I had to resist the urge to chuckle.
I knew I was alt tab, like off the stream tab, so okay, you can get rid of it now.
Yeah, because I kind of want to... I want to be, like, on good enough terms with people. Especially given I'm probably gonna have to death war with, Austria at some point.
Well, it won't be as bad as in Death War because you know more about the mill system now.
True. True, true. It's almost 1845, so I'll make my play for Holstein soon. Actually, military mobilization. Why are you losing prosperity? You're not losing prosperity. This is... okay. Yeah, I need to bring the price of goods down. Okay, what happens if I lower taxes? Minus 14k. I'll hold off for now. Once I get in the green, I'll lower taxes. Even though it'll mean I'm deficit spending again, but whatever. I keep lifting the debt ceiling. Because GDP go brrr. Artillery. Coffee. Glass. What am I importing? We're importing wood. I have 5 minutes before my break ends, so I'm here now. Don't... okay. I won't! I'm not in a multiplayer game.
We might have fixed that.
We might have fixed it, but I'm not doing a multiplayer game on stream until I know I fixed it. Hey, also, congrats again on discovering the power of Super Germany. It's every Victoria player's rite of passage. I didn't even know what I did, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so she had won the war.
I already told them early on.
Yeah, she went into Germany form and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna form Germany." Clicks the button, and we just stare in VC as not just Austria, not just Bohemia, not just Austria and Bohemia, but Dalmatia, but all of it.
Everyone except Württemberg.
Yeah, everybody except Württemberg. Bavaria, Austria, Bohemia, Hungary, All of it.
Saxony, Hanover.
Yeah, everybody said, "Yep, time to join Germany," and we watched her population triple, her GDP quadruple, and
My bureaucracy died.
her bureaucracy go to negative 4,000. And I believe my advice for the bureaucracy, which was the funniest thing, was, "Are you negative in money on it because of it? No, then don't worry about it."
Except there was very
And we
much
only
negative
started
in money.
fixing it when your radicals started getting too bad.
There is an engine shortage. It's okay, though. We'll deal with that in a bit. Actually, you know what? Let's just... modernizing the arsenal. Let's do that. Perfect! Alright. Rural. Now I need to just do the condensing engine pump for iron. A lot of people are going to be out of a job for a little while, but I'll fix it. I will fix it. Now that I'm in the green, I'm going to lower taxes. Oh, it is 1845. I didn't even realize. All right, Holstein, your ass is grass. No, no. Yeah, that's fine. Things are gonna get more expensive for now, but we'll live. Alright, who can I sway? I can sway Sweden. Oh, they back down. Okay, what laws can I get now? I'm gonna have to reform the government. There we go. And that way I can do this. Bang. Go right to census suffrage. The Junkers are gonna be pissed, but I don't care for now. If it's any consolation, I was EP, so I didn't see. Well, the good news is the stream's was privated and taken down like immediately. So I'm okay. Granted, it wasn't showing my proper name. It wasn't showing my proper name, so it's not like anyone would have been able to do anything with it, but it's still just like, scary! All y'all need to know is that my name is Anne. That's it. Not everyone needs to see the king. PC's dead, ain't you?
Windows moment.
Windows moment. Well, it didn't dead name me. It got Anne right. It didn't get anything else right. So as I said, even if like people people saw it, they wouldn't have been able to do anything with it. Thank God. Still scary. What are we exporting right now? I'm gonna export small. I'm gonna allow myself to export small arms because there's gonna be a market for it. Ugh. See if our universities will provide, yeah. Alright, I'm still on 4-speed. Rip. What was the ratio you recommended for offense with artillery?
1 to 3.
1 to 3. Okay, so
So three infantry for 1 artillery. And I usually just don't run cavalry because it's just not worth it.
yeah, you know what, I'm actually just gonna...
Because they're super expensive, but they don't... Cavalry takes up slots that artillery and infantry take up. Infantry is a better thing on the defensive, so you want more infantry. Artillery is more important on the offensive, so you want artillery. So cavalry kind of just gets left out to rot. And then when you're actually making late-game cavalry armies, it's tanks, and you're not sending anything with them.
It's not a paradox game, as cavalry is usually not recommended. True! Welcome in, Med Randoms! Welcome in! There's still an engine shortage. You love to see it. How am I? I'm doing good. Doing good. Cavalry ceases in the years 1444 to 1900, it seems. I actually have played Hoi 4 quite a lot. I've played Hoi 4 quite a lot, yeah.
Cavalry can be useful in EU quite a lot, but you have to have the right nation for it. There's a reason that I have once watched like 200,000 Frenchmen get deleted by 90,000 Polish people on horses. The statement said, and what those Polish people did to the Frenchmen on the Rhine, I'm not allowed to verbalize on the stream.
Oof. I am playing as Prussia. As for my buddy Spartan here, he can see chat. My buddy Spartan here, he's just here to hang out. We're just hanging out. I am playing as Prussia. I might be going to war with Russia. Hello, Grand Admiral! Insufficient construction for investment. But I don't care! Okay. So... let's see here. When does my truce... End. Diplomatic demands, conquer state. Until 1850. Alright. 1850. Your ass is grass I can't pronounce that. I can't pronounce it. I need Saf.
Holstein.
Well, I know how to pronounce Holstein. It's
Swallow-Stein. When merged together, Swallow-Stein, Holstein.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank you. The old authority. GDP climb. Climb GDP. War with Russia, the alliance of the three emperors weeps. Well, it's because I'm gonna do... Every time you try to, murder Austria in the Brothers' War, the Russians will side with them. Like, period, no matter what. Just promote you.
At least enhance experience.
Like, no matter what I do, no matter how much I try to be nice to Russia, it just is... I choose Austria! Oh. Yay! Yeah, I know man of wars are a problem. I'll deal with that eventually. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna, absolutely pump hole in the Ruhr. And then what I'm gonna do is encourage the resource industry in the Ruhr. Look at Vicky 3 Wiki and finding it funny. Oh. We got census suffrage! Unacceptable government. Well, we'll have an election soon enough. But if I reform... Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. Oh, City of Plenty. I'm gonna let them celebrate. We'll have an election in 176 days. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be epic. Looking at Vicky 3 Wiki and finding it funny, I have no idea how that game works, so it's so confusing. Vicky is definitely a bit more... Hold on. The civil, people... Right. Of course, the Conservative Party. I'll boost the labor movement soon enough. We want them. Railway in the North Rhine. Civil's done. Then there's that. Coal mines in the Ruhr. I can afford... I'm gonna do... Ooh! Yes! Yes. Give me that. Barracks, general training. Okay. Yeah, an engine shortage. I'll, well, I'm gonna build another university, and I'm gonna build it in... I'm gonna build it here. Why not? Then I'm gonna build more motor industries. So, we are gonna do bonk, bonk, bonk. And then get that finished. Yeah, Man of Wars, just... Oh! Nice. Oh. Oh, well, we're gonna just, you know, do that. It is time for protectionism. Ludendorff?
Oh yeah, no, this is his uncle or father. This is a historical character, believe it or not.
Oh, that's
If I
interesting.
remember, if I'm right, remember, it's been a while since I looked at Ludendorff's family tree.
See,
Why was I looking at Ludendorff's family tree? Don't worry about it. Also, Anne, do you want to know how you want to know the devious way to win the game? Just Prussia.
Yes.
Build up your arms industry. Put subversions on all of it,
I know.
and
I
then the
know. I
minute
did
you go
that.
to yeah, and the minute you go to war with anyone, no one's gonna have any arms to buy because you'll have the majority of it because you have the
That is
cheapest.
partially how I killed Britain last night.
Yep.
They ran out of guns.
You can even do it with navy.
I could do it with Navy. That reminds me. I need to do a bonk bonk.
As
bonk,
for
bonk.
why the game's so confusing, that it's just Vicky's very complex for its like economic simulation. It's simulating your economy, your population, your society, like upwards and downwards mobility, your literacy rates, all that kind of stuff, on top of like quote unquote population loyalty and governmental involvement and political involvement and all this kind of stuff. It's a much more complex game because the Vicky series was meant to be a long run, like Battle of North Africa style game on board games.
Okay. You know, I'm gonna do some more construction sectors. And I need railways in Prussian Brunswick. Actually, you know what? Let me just pump railways. Let's sort by who needs it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2. Would be happy to pursue this. Students rally. I want that. Yeah. Want to just quickly do a detour to the railways, and you know what, I guess I'll also do, construction sectors here. Do 2 more construction sectors. Bunk bunk. Ammunition. Yeah, I'll deal with that later. What's my GDP? Let's see here. GDP, I am number 8. Who's ahead of me? Okay. Well, my GDP will slowly but surely climb. Gold discovered in Guyana. Actually, let's finish this motor industry. I need to get out of the habit of not letting certain things finish. 4 months. We'll also do munitions plants. We'll sort it by earnings. Bang bang. And we'll also do arms industries. And let me make sure that I am producing the right rifles. Hold on. Oh, food industries. I can do canned meat. Will do. Just bring price of groceries down. Steel mill, motor industries. Yes, I am making rifles. So with that in mind, we're gonna go to the army. We're gonna upgrade all units. Crooked connections. I can take the hit. I am having much better luck, yeah. GDP go Bert. I mean, it's not going Bert yet, but it will go up eventually. And you know what? I should also auto-expand railways. My urban centers. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. I'm gonna hold off because I can't afford to do that yet. Because, I don't want radical. I don't want radical. Now I can pump construction again. Oh, come on. I don't have enough authority yet, so what I will do instead... what else can we pass? Now I think about it. I could go down to homesteading, but I won't do that yet, because the Junkers will not be happy. Why don't I just see what... I can do freedom contracts, appointed bureaucrats, professional army, no home affairs. But we don't want that. We... don't want that, because that'll piss everyone off. We do want, health system. Let's do charity hospitals. Let's just get that done right off the cuff. Railway, sort by that. Russian Brunswick again. We're just gonna... yeah. And then construction sector. Just gonna... one, two. We'll also do... health taxes. We can get by without it, and while I'm at it, I should fully upgrade that, and I should also, government administration, sort by taxes. Yeah, fix that, like, immediately. Bang. Okay. What? Why are we getting decreases in standard of living? Well, right now I have absolutely no healthcare, so I'm trying to get charity hospitals going.
Your standard of living just goes down. It's just because... so... you have to remember that standard of living accounts for local provinces, and the big thing that happens is local provinces, as you expand your nation, what a province might have had a high standard of living is because it had one or two factors that were producing highly valued goods that were something high in your nation. Well, you said, hey, I need to get that under control, and you opened up other factors. Well, now that location that used to make a ton of money off of one or two goods is now averaging out the prices, which is lowering their standard of living and possibly having them lay off people from the factory because it's no longer profitable.
Okay.
Trust me, my standard of living was increasing so rapidly as Canada that like 60% of Ontario in my game was below standard of living. Because there was 3 factories, four, my steel, my paper mills, and my tooling workshops, and one other I'm forgetting off the top of my head. Everybody working in them was making 40 pounds as their average wage.
Wow. What's my...
So because of that, the standard of living in the province skyrocketed, but not everyone in the province was making that. So, I had to try to get more people into to expand the lessons, and I didn't have import controls. Ooh.
I think the next law I'll go for is I'll change my tax law, if I can.
Yeah, that's always a good one.
What's in the private sector? Okay, cool. Ugh. Law debate failed. It's fine. Can I upgrade any of my buildings? Let me just check. Hold off for now. Okay, you have trade rights. Cool. There is an explosives shortage. We'll quickly deal with that. I'll also get steel rolling. It's fine. I want wine output. I'll take the... There we go. Oh, it's 1852. You know what that means! Denmark! Who can I sway? Get in here, Sweden! I'll take the radicals. It's fine. Wait, who sided with Denmark? Okay, a whole bunch of... I don't even know. Yeah, I'll take it. I'm gonna briefly hike taxes. Ammunition. Yeah, we need to fix that. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be expected. Come on, Denmark, you really want to do this? Well... Tested government, that's fine. Alright, folks. Here we go. Let me just quickly... Alright, here we go. France declared a rivalry, because of course they did. Yeah, sure thing, Sweden. I want the prestige. Give me that prestige. but then radical revolt. Who's supporting it? The French? Why? Well, I can't afford a war with France right now, so... Sorry, but then... Sorry. You gotta die. I will liberate you in the far future. Bump it up to 4 speed. Honestly, I can bump it up to 5, I don't care. There's Prussian Brunswick. There we go. Boost their industries further! Oh yeah, we are stomping them right now. No, I can't afford to lower the police right now. Really? We're doing this now? Alright. Let's do it. Actually, you know what? No, hold on. I could do something really funny.
You can always do something really funny.
It's out of range. Oh, there's no commander in that formation. Hold up.
You also don't have enough flotillas to transport the fleet. You'll get a negative on the attack.
Honestly, that negative... I found that negative isn't, like, as impactful as often.
It is very impactful when they have equal tech to you. Which is more for players, because the AI doesn't know what it's doing.
Peace deal proposed. White peace. Humiliate Denmark. Humiliate Denmark. Yeah, I accept that. Prussian Brunswick again. Sorry, 1 second, folks. seconds? Okay. Hi. I'm here. Let me just make sure I'm... Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm here. I'm back. Ah! Alright. Welcome in, Sweden.
Everything good?
Yep. I'm back. I'm here. I'm good. Just had to help with some groceries. Hi, Sheer. Nice. See, here's an issue I, like, kind of run into very frequently. Where, like, no matter how many railways I build, market access and infrastructure doesn't change. I mean, like, look, I'm building railways and it's going down. Oh, you got dirt in your eye? Oh, that sucks.
Why did Bully McGuire show up, Sheer? How do you put dirt in your eye? That's a reference. Probably someone in chat will get it. can't guarantee. Sheer got it. I knew she would. Know about anybody else.
That's for laws. I'll get that later. What I will do immediately is go down to proportional taxation. Ah. Okay. Once again, no matter what I do, Prussian Brunswick, like, I'm constructing railways.
You don't own the whole state, so you don't have access to all its resources. That's one major thing. The second major thing is that, like I said, everywhere else might have a higher standard of living than it, or it was doing something for specific resources, and since then has.
I can take a 2-year hit to a tax cut. I'll hold off for now. Is it? I thought it was infrastructure.
Both.
I see.
If you already have trade centers, you need railways to carry the market goods.
Okay. I'm gonna negotiate this.
Because rail lines increase the percentile of market access. But it doesn't matter if you have 100 market access if you're actually never trading with them. You need a trade outpost in the province to do something.
That explains it.
Two-step process.
Thank you kindly. Proportional taxation. Okay.
Look how quiet we are.
Yeah, I'm kind of just focused up. Hell yeah. Okay. I mean, I can declare rivalry on France, honestly. May as well. Can restrict child labor. I'll do that later. Ooh, I can go right to public health insurance. I could do that. I'm gonna first start with this, and then I'm gonna go to public health. Oh dear. We're just gonna...
Listening on a shrink and it never got turned into a video where the Ottoman player couldn't ban slavery in the entire game. It was 1900s, and someone goes,
Oof.
and he goes, "Oh yeah, they just randomly decided to just ban slavery because they're a relic of the past." And yeah, and I think it was Swim. He goes, "Yeah, because it's 1900, dude." They're like, "Jesus, get with the times." We're civilized now. Wild thing to say about the Ottomans, but
Okay. Okay, I guess I'm building yet another railway! Okay. We're doing pretty good this game, I'd say. We're not even deficit spending anymore, though that's gonna change soon. Just to be honest with you. Like, I'm at a point where I could just pump construction now. Okay. Hey. What's my GDP at? Growing and contracting, that's to be expected. Economy will go burnt soon. I mean, it already is technically going burnt. I should probably create a 4th army for defense along the Rhine.
Probably. It's like I said, like, infantry, it's just an infantry army. You really only need 2, if you think about it.
Well, it's just because if I'm gonna do Brothers War, there's it would not surprise me if the French decide to join.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is then you're only going to need 2. You have 1 army on the Rhine, 1 army on the Russian border, like Poland, but that also counts as Silesia, and you have your 2 defensive armies, and then you're going to have your offensive army, your 2 offensive armies, and they're just going to be crushing Austria. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, even losing ground in the Rhine, once you
I'm
crush
not
Austria,
declaring a rivalry with the United States. Sorry.
This is not in our interest. You could probably use your industrials being slightly better.
Yeah.
Honestly. Because it should take from the Junkers and that. Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Remember, the stream's just a tiny bit delayed.
Yeah. Always with the YouTube delays.
Nice. Oh, come on, Brunswick. Hopefully it'll be fixed once I get the North German Confederation. Hopefully that doesn't, like, gobble up my, my integration. Or, sorry, my bureaucracy too much. Like, hopefully I have a little bit of spare bureaucracy by the end of it. Okay. What else can we do now? Alright. Screw it! Actually, you know what? I should also do protect. Ooh, I have ironclads. Okay. Buildings, military shipyards. Wait, hold on. Another Germany run? Yeah, just because the last stream got scuffed. Dang. Also, dang. Actually gonna do more military shipyards. Nice. That said, I should, get the government administration up and running. How's the government look? Government looks great. Gonna do the Brothers' War soon enough. Oh, that's my dog barking. Apologies if you hear him, but he is a dog. So he's gonna do what dogs do best, and that is bark.
Huh. Well, it's been released 6 hours ago.
I think I know what you're referring to, but
Subnautica 2's trailer, gameplay trailer is released.
Hmm?
Subnautica 2's gameplay trailer is released.
Hmm. want construction. Let's go. Okay. Honestly, I can afford to cancel these railways. Ugh. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's do it. Work with me. We can get this done. Give me a miracle. Ugh. Man. Okay, actually, you know what I'm gonna do is... I'm gonna build even more construction centers. $15 months. Okay, I'm just gonna let the economy do its thing for 15 months. And then once that's done... we can get to, the Brothers' War. Finally. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Really? Also, I'm gonna turn on the light in my room. So chat, while we play the notorious Vicky game of waiting, how are y'all doing? Any questions for me? What do you want to talk about? 'Cause I'm here. I'm here, I'm available. Oh, come on, Prussian Brunswick. Yeah. No, I need to build a pass. Ow. It bumped my leg. I'm gonna just very quickly... And we are back to the waiting game. Okay, Prussian Brunswick, I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do for you.
Conquer the rest of Brunswick.
I guess
you don't have the capital city.
Yeah, I guess that's what I gotta do.
You don't have the capital cities, so it can't do anything. It's the same issue that Kitten was having. It's the same issue you have in the States and Kitten had with Belgium and all that.
Okay. Well, attempt to sway Luxembourg. Decline. So, let's see here. Okay. Come on, come on. Positive outcome. Hell yes. I actually want to improve my relations with Bavaria. How much debt will I take over? Yeah, I can take that. Oh my god. Please, just give me a success. Oh, you're fucking... Fuck you!
I mean, healthcare helps with standard of living, but it also increases economic costs. I don't really worry about it until later.
Okay, let's see. Who else can I sway? Saxony, diplomacy. If I draft a treaty with you, I'll guarantee your independence, and I will give you military assistance. Yes, finally! In exchange, you give me the good stuff. You hear my fam? I apologize. Let's see, who else? Hanover. Hanover! Draft a treaty with you! How much debt will I take on? Yeah, I can take on your debt. I want to try and get all the German states on my side. Now you might be saying, why am I guaranteeing the independence of all these German statelets when I want to annex them? Well, the thing is that so long as I win the So long as I win, so long as I win the Brothers' War, and I have good relations with them, no matter what, they're gonna confederate with me. Which is very important for me. Ah, the Red Scare. Dutch, Prussian. Oh, okay. Actually, you know what? That. And then I'm gonna do more military shipyards. Lower the railways. Oh, I can support more declared interests. Nice. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Okay. We'll do that. Whew. Okay. British Tibet. Yeah. Just gonna quickly do that. Okay. Okay. Hey. Oh yeah, we got the steam donkey. Military, army. Yeah, I'll be able to upgrade my troops soon enough. How's the government looking? That's finances. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna finish up the barracks, and then once the barracks are done, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start the Brothers' War. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, hold on. I want this. I know ironclads are expensive. Okay. Not in our interests right now. Okay. Now then. I think it's time to do the Brothers' War. But why can't I have a defensive pact with... Withdrawing. Oh, come on. Well. Oh well. Okay. Next year. Next year! We fight and win. I draft a treaty. Trade privileges, and I'll do military assistance. Just to make sure the Brits are, on... Just to make sure the Brits are, like, on my good side. Okay. February 3rd, 1866. That's when I can do it. Ah! I'm gonna declare an interest in Indochina. The next law I'm gonna try and get... The next law I'm gonna try and get colonial affairs. When I can. So I want Dynam. So begins my great railway infrastructure project. And you know what? I'm also gonna.
I had to turn them off automation in one of my games because I was deficit spending too much. Because it goes into your construction queue, right?
Yeah.
So it started deficit spending on me. Also, as for British Tibet overheat, that's normal. Don't worry. The Tibet was under British, basically Dominion until the Raj kind of left. When the empire disintegrated, like a lot of little policies around the border edges of it got attacked by other policies.
Okay, I can do it now. Yeah, the Russians are gonna go against me. Way with call ally. Yeah, get you in. Think the Russians joined? The Russians did join. Yeah. Here we go, everyone! There we go. Ugh. Night cheer. Nice. Gonna put up to 4 speed. How's the war looking? Oh yeah. We're doing good. Yeah, good. Now we're gonna go fight in the Hanover front. Smash them to pieces there. And then we will go to Austria and go to seize Bohemia. Nice. Hell yeah. Your strategic objective? Bohemia. Let's go. Gonna try to advance across the front. Hey, you know what?
I mean, you might have to pull on the other armies. but
Whoa. The dice.
you both got mud. You should be able to get Von Molka.
Gonna get him for the offensive bonus.
Oh, if he's there. Oh, there you go. Definitely going to be more costly for you, but you're winning.
Yes.
Cook. The longer our war goes on and all that. And
Yeah.
don't pass homesteading.
Why?
Homesteading gives your rural folk and your junkers a ton of power in the economy. It will up their standard of living, but it makes it incredibly hard to get them out of power because your peasantry will be less inclined to industrialize.
I see.
Commercialized agriculture is a better option for you as a nation that, well, not necessarily doesn't have peasants, but doesn't want peasants. It is kind of heretical to say that because a lot of people say, "Oh, just do it anyways." I disagree. Promote Molka too, because it will give him bonuses.
Where is he?
You just had him. That was whatever army you just clicked on was Molka. There was only one general in charge of it.
It's not him.
That was...
It's... yeah, him. Okay.
He was...
Yeah, I'll promote
There he
him.
is. There's Von Molka.
There he is. My next goal will be Alsace-Lorraine. Russia refuses. Alright. We'll just have to beat Russia's ass. Ha! Speak of the devil. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Well. Okay.
Let's see if you can form Germany.
Hold on, let
Don't
me
go
fix
through
all my
and do all that.
buildings.
But you're going to have to redo them again if you form Germany.
Ah, true. Okay, hold on. No, I can't. I need Alsace-Lorraine, among other things.
Why were you able? Oh, because Austria doesn't want you to, isn't gonna form with you today.
Yeah, Austria isn't gonna form with me. Oh well.
That was why Austria was willing to.
We'll just go through all. Hi, you. Oh, here. Let me just... You're the best. Thank you. Alright. Hayes brought me some tea. She makes amazing tea. Where should I put this? I'm gonna put it right here. I'm also gonna end the stream soon. Because it is starting to get a little late, and I want to do a few other things. I gotta go to bed early, because I got a job interview tomorrow. Yay! Road parts. Okay. Next up, we gotta unfuck the army, I guess. Yes, and then the army that Von Moltke is commanding.
We were running out of engines.
Yeah. Gonna have to fix that. Gonna have to fix market access. There's a lot of things I gotta fix. And then we need to do a construction sector. Railways. Everyone needs railways. Okay. We're going right in. Okay. Why can't I assign anything to the Rhineland front? What? Why? They didn't mobilize?
Okay, pause again.
Yeah.
Click on the army. You gotta mobilize them first.
I literally just said that.
Yeah. No, you can't. I didn't expect you to go right in. Jesus, brother war right into the right. Ah, sounds claim. Okay.
Fuck you, Pratt! Infamy
put
is
everybody
just...
on it. You won't have another front to worry about as far as I can tell.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Yeah, fuck it, you're right.
Just throw every army you have at them. You'll...
Yep. I think everyone is going there, so...
No, the southern... Okay, yeah, they are.
Egypt sides with France?
No, it's not gonna matter.
I want the...
They'll maybe try to naval invade you, but...
I can afford it. Your strategic objective?
Destroy the French army. Time for Verdun, 30 years early. Well, more than 30, but no.
Your strategic objective.
Paris.
Paris!
I don't even use strategic objectives. I kind of just let the AI just attack.
Come on. Can at least get that? Damn. French are really good at defending, it looks like. Just put everyone on the offense.
I mean, yeah, that's quite literally what's going to win you the day. You're going to catch the French in more battles than they can defend in.
Oh! Oh!
Panicked retreat, dice rolls, yep. Yep, bubble goes back. Send the food. It's for yourself.
I did. Remember, stream's delayed.
Yeah.
That's right, France.
Fucking this is literally going to be the Franco-Prussian War. You're going to steamroll them. You're literally going to steamroll
Franco-Prussian War in 1868, motherfuckers!
You even have an army that hasn't arrived yet. That's the worst part.
Well, that's my navy.
No, there was a 32 thing moving to the Rhine. 12, 32 in Bavaria.
What's the casualties looking like? Damn.
Probably not that bad.
Still against me, though.
I mean, yeah, but the French have cost or cost more in the war. Casualties don't really matter. That's less than 1 tick of population growth. And I'll be honest, it solves your crisis of living issues. Less workers. It's just going to be multiple battles against them.
Yeah.
As time goes on.
My problem is their defense.
Just merging yourself up into a larger stack might help, but...
Yeah. I'm gonna do that.
Mostly like the artillery in that. Like if you can focus in. Yeah, you're gonna win that anyways. Don't disband him because you'll just keep the general. Use him as like a
Too late.
A blocky. Oh, okay. I was gonna say just use him as a blocky army. I was gonna say like just reinforce him with stuff and like build him out, and then you have your reserve army that you can transfer units into from.
We have basically occupied Alsace-Lorraine.
Yep, now it's a fight for the rest of it. Which even with the bubble, you should win because Molka hasn't died yet. So. And he should, because you promoted him, be in charge of all these battles. Or at least the majority of them, if he was in that army you merged up.
Gonna promote him again, just so he's like fully in charge.
He's winning the battle, one of the battles there. Yeah, he's winning the other battle because he has so much fucking offense. If you click on it, he's just drowning them. Ah, good old Von Monica. Panicked retreat, good visibility.
The dice! The dice!
I mean, you could try naval landing, but
I could. That would be really funny.
take one of the armies off and just literally do a quick naval landing and see what happens. Because even if you force them to split units off, that's really all you'd have to do. No, just don't do it with the big army.
Well, that's the one with the offense.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm saying. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You're not trying to actually do offense. You're just trying to deploy a few units.
Okay. Well, in that case, then first things first.
And that one also does technically have artillery. It's just conscripted. The alcoholic kidneys.
Let's go.
Because it's just about forcing the French to split their forces. That's all. Like like casualties wounded are in your favor, and yet dead. You're about the same on dead, but look at the cost. They've almost spent like I think double what you have. So you're not gonna win the landing, but now look at all the armies you just pulled off the front.
Yeah. So just have them. One thing that you can do, I found with naval invasions, is you can, if you have the army that's doing the naval invasion defend the landing spot, it
goes on longer.
It goes on longer. Yeah. Where's the naval invasion? Yes.
But they pulled like 100,000. Like they pulled like 100,000 men off of the front line to deal with that, and that caused you to win the Alsace front. You outnumber them something fierce now.
Yep.
Quite literally the second front gambit. Yeah, they pulled over 100 units off the front to deal with that. And you won the naval battle.
I don't think I did. Did I? No, I'm not winning it right now.
You are one on stern at least, so.
Should just upgrade them real quick.
No, don't. It will demobilize them.
It's only for a half second. The upgrade, I've upgraded mid-war before. It goes fast. It goes really fast. Ugh. Oh well.
Might be able to make peace.
Nah, fuck that. We're going to Paris. And we won. Okay, I think I am gonna call the stream for now. This was fun. But, alas, it is time for me to go. We formed the North German Confederation. We won the Franco-Prussian War. We won the Brothers' War.
You can form Germany now.
No, I can't.
What do you need?
I need these states to be willing to join. That, or I need to fuck up Austria. But, alright. Have a lovely, lovely night, all.